to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bearcats will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Houston Cougars offense will have the opening possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bearcats offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's what...
Oh, he's got some space.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's locked. Going over the top. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Made a defender miss. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Houston offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Skips away from pressure. Keeps it and gets the first down.
These guys aren't human. They got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? From the gun, the ground game. Spins away from the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Cougars line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And that's tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Time to take a shot. It's caught. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield. It's locked. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Bearcats racing to the line in a hurry up. Fires to the right. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a gap. It's Sanford. Finds a little bit of space. Gets 3 to the 22. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's King. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. Turning it on. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Once he got some room, it was over.
It's so nice to be an offensive coordinator when you've got a guy that can do this. What an unbelievable job. Scrambling around, buying time, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it. Running a long way and scoring a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 7 over Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Back to pass. It's locked. Throwing right. It's caught. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
He'll do it himself on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The kick is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Houston! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with this. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reed. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Back to pass, it's locked. Under fire. Grab near the sticks, it's Parker. The Bearcats want to move quickly.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parker. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Makuba. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. On target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Cougars are facing third and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They kick it away on 4th down. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
First down for the offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Lacey. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Lacey.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. UCF found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Knights football today. Those folks in Orlando won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Motion from the wide receiver. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Handoff from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Bearcats in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Offense ready to go back to work. That fumble in bust territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
It's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the quarterback takes a knee. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real, but you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum, and injury happens, so they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about, but it's still early. It's week 3.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.